Hello everyone, welcome back to Eleanor, and in this video we are going to explain the new Korean BL series fanservice, episode 2. Meanwhile, on the other side, Taywin accidentally passes by a shop. There is a signboard about fortune telling. It says that one can see their destiny. Taywin enters the place. Jianhua has already called the police. He says that this is not the first time he has seen someone like Jaein. Jaein asks what exactly is wrong with him. Just because Jianhua is a celebrity, does that mean he can act however he wants? Jianhua says that Jaein must be the one who sent creepy letters to his house, followed him like a shadow, and sold photos like a pervert. Jaein shouts that he is not that kind of person. Seeing the two of them arguing, the police stop them and ask both of them to calm down. Jaein is very annoyed because he has to go home quickly to watch a live cat show. Hearing that, Jianhua laughs. Even so, according to the police officer, Jianhua's laugh looks pleasant. Jaein does not accept that. And neither does Jianhua. Jianhua starts mocking Jaein, saying that his face looks like a cat's private parts. To Jaein, that is verbal abuse. It is an insult to him. And he wants to sue Jianhua. Jianhua's manager arrives in panic and shouts. He asks whether Jianhua is okay and what actually happened. Jianhua wants his manager to call a lawyer. Jaein, who is scared, challenges Jianhua, asking whether he thinks Jaein does not have a lawyer. Jianhua instead asks why Jaein would need a lawyer. Panicking but trying to stay calm, Jaein sends a message to Taywin. Inside the fortune-telling room, someone tells Taywin to take the e-card in front of him. Taywin must think of his question in his heart. And it would be better to take 3 cards from the table. Taywin follows the instruction. While taking the cards, he mutters about whether Jaein will like him. The fortune teller says that if this moment is missed, the two of them will become friends forever. Before the fortune teller can finish reading the result, Taywin receives a message from Jaein. Panicking, Taywin immediately calls him. He pays and leaves the place right away. Taywin arrives, and Jaein feels relieved. He tells Taywin that Jianhua accused him of being a pervert and a stalker. When Jianhua sees Taywin arrive, he asks Jaein what he is doing with his sibling. It turns out the two of them are brothers. The police and Jaein do not understand the situation at all. One of the police officers who checked the CCTV comes over and shows the video recording. Jianhua's manager, who watches it as well, thinks that Jaein is not a pervert. Taywin whispers to Jaein that this is his chance. Taywin talks about the interview. He knows what his brother is like. Jianhua will not sincerely apologize. So as compensation, it can be replaced with an interview. Jianhua's manager apologizes on behalf of Jianhua. Jaein says that it is fine. Jianhua instead tells his manager to give compensation to Jaein. Is 1,000,000 won enough? That is better than an apology. Jaein explains that they can forget what happened, as long as Jianhua can help him. Confidently, Jaein says, do it with him. Both police officers and the manager are shocked. Taywin helps explain that what he means is an interview. Jaein always stutters when he is nervous. 30 minutes is enough time for an interview. Jianhua agrees. He tells them the time will be tomorrow at 4 in the afternoon at his house. Jianhua asks his manager to send his home address to Jaein. The 2 police officers leave. Jianhua's manager apologizes again on behalf of Jianhua. Jianhua is sometimes like that, but he has his reasons. Seeing that, Taywin says that Jianhua is very lucky. There is always someone who defends him. Jaein says that he is always on Taewon's side. Taewin agrees that Jaein should always be on his side forever. The manager gives his phone number. Jaein can send him a message. And he will send Jianwoo's address. When Jianwoo's manager is about to leave, he turns around and says that his brother, Jianwoo, is not always like that. Not wanting to say much more, the manager leaves right away. In the park, Taewin and Jaein sit while eating ice cream. Taewin says that Jaein's message earlier shocked him half to death. Jaein replies that when they intended to call a lawyer, he became nervous too. So Jaein said that Taewin was his lawyer. Even though it was a lie, Jaein does not care. What matters is that everything is over. Jaein then asks why Taewin's relationship with Jianwoo became awkward. Taewin answers that Jaein must have already seen the reason. Jaein knows that Taewin's parents separated, but he did not know that his father had gone to prison and been released. Jaein is shocked when he hears that. He asks what the reason was. Taewin says that it was Jianwoo who reported him. Taewin explains that after their parents separated, Jianwoo became successful as a child actor, and their mother always followed Jianwoo. Their father sometimes still came to meet Taewin. At least Taewin still had a father, so he was not too lonely. However, their father also missed Jianwoo. He kept taking Jianwoo away without saying anything. Eventually, their mother and Jianwoo reported their father, and he went to prison. Taewin's grandmother was the one who told him. So he does not truly know the whole truth. Because of that incident, their mother became even more protective of Jianwoo. And Taewin was left alone for longer periods of time. Honestly, Jianwoo did not do anything wrong. It is just that Taewin feels that both his father and mother were taken away by Jianwoo. That is why Taewin hates Jianwoo. Taewin asks Jaein whether he sounds childish. Jaein says no. He hugs Taewin instead and says that he is a good person. And to be honest, according to Jaein, Taewin is more handsome than Jianwoo. He is also smart. Taewin smiles and teases Jaein, realizing that his ice cream has fallen. He asks for Taewin's portion. Meanwhile, one of the police officers earlier asked Jianwoo for his signature. He mentions his name, but Jianwoo writes a different name instead. Jianwoo leaves, and the police officer who sees the signature holds back his annoyance. At the fortune-telling place, the fortune teller explains the meaning of the cards that Taewin took earlier. The first card means affection without romance, more like friendship or the warmth of family. The second card is agape love, too deep to be just friends but not yet a pair of lovers. And the last card means they will be like family but will not end up as a couple. The additional card that Taewin took means that he gets one chance, whether Taewin takes it or not. That's all for this part. See you in the next episode 3. Thank you for watching and then have a nice day.